So guys, welcome in. Been a while. Definitely. Things have been happening, moving things on. I've got a release out with Memoro. I've had a release out with Alula. And things going good. Getting a lot of, good stuff moving. So last night I got asked to do a remix for Throne Room Records. And they sent me a track over, and it turns out to be a track of one of my dear friends, Redemption. Great guy, Tom. Really good. And the track is also really good, which I phoned him. Well, we had a chat today, and I said, when you have a song that's shit that you want to remix, it's easy. But this song is really good, and I like it. It's just going to be difficult to improve on it. But I think we'll get there. We'll add a bit of Sam Kitt to it. I've got things loaded up now in Ableton. I've already pre-arranged the set in a sense. It's not fully done, but basically off a template off my last track I just finished. Well, I mean, it's not finished, but it's nearly there. And just to speed things up, because I don't want to waste your time just looking at certain things, So let's get to it, and we'll have a listen to Tom's track first, Redemption. And let's crack on. So here are all the stems. It's got this big room melody type of thing going on, which is, I think, this one. But sounds really cool. Lots of space. We can work with that. So we're going to start off with a kick, though. Let's crack on. See, I've already pretty much done this. This is off one of my other tracks, not released yet, not quite finished. It's on my story on Instagram at the moment. I think there's a little clip of it if you want to listen to it. But let's just get ready to quickly make a kick and then move on from there to fill out what's going on. Let me just chuck that on. So just going to loop this and let's get a kick. I've got some new kick samples, so I kind of want to use them as well. But where are they? I don't know. There you go. Let's go with something clean to start. And what key is this in? Does this say? So it's in, what's that, G sharp. Cool. G sharp, that's easy. So let's just try and pick one that's G sharp if there is one. Nah, it doesn't really matter, to be honest. Do you know what, that's an amazing kick already. Let's go. I don't know why these kicks are off key. That's a bit off center and off key. It's a bit odd, but we'll fix that. Probably copy and pasted the wrong thing in, but anyway, let's crack on. I think it's a bit long, so transient. I don't think we need one for now, but let's just roll that. And we'll just chuck this in here for the reverb kick as always. I've got Valhalla now, so we're just going to chuck that on, see what that sounds like. I find Valhalla is a bit more, it's not as easy to use as the Ableton ones. it's a bit more it takes a while to get it to sound good for kicks. For like normal synth stuff, it sounds better, to be honest. But doesn't sound great, you know. It's a bit long, I think. I find it a lot more difficult to make it sound cohesive than let's say if I just slap a standard reverb on here, chuck that in, and then I know it's just there, chuck that off, chuck these off, and then it's not as loud, but I think that's what's making it sound worse. But that's cool. Let's just see how much of this is actually printing out here. Just going to record the actual kick. Yeah, so it could be a little bit shorter, to be honest. Kind of maybe aim for there. That sounds good. Right, and we've got that in G, so I've got a bass already lined up in here, so we're just trying to make something quickly today, so I can get this going. And let's add a click or maybe a snare. I want to add something a bit more, maybe get a distorted kick in here. It's too distorted. That's nice. There's a bit of phasing going on there. It's a bit something weird. Bit harsh, but moving on. Let's get rid of this bass for now. And let's LFO tool this a bit better. What we can do is go here, add a oscilloscope to this so we can see what's going on. Turn that to volume, and then we can see pretty much what's going on with this kick. So that's nice. I like the low end of that, but then just going to compress this kick a little bit more. But this kick, I think, is just going on too long as well. I don't like how it's just sounding a bit. That's better, better. See, as I'm moving it in, it's kind of affecting it a bit more, but something is not quite right there. Going to saturate it a bit. It just doesn't sound great, does it? Let's see. That sounds better. But I think that's more from there on the end. So what we can do, you can, if we just delete this, print the reverb out, and then try and mix it in individually. So just grab one of the middle ones, doesn't really matter. that and then slam that into a loop. So we've got our kick loop now. Let's just extend that. La la la. Right, let's add the bass in now. So saying this is A sharp then. I don't like how squelchy it sounds, but we'll keep it going for now. Right, let's add a hat. Let's just PML, really good set for these hats, one shot. Just whatever, doesn't matter. Right, a bit of a thicker one. There we go. Let's just add some ghost notes. There we go, let's loop that instead, slam that, and then we're going to have to copy this. That's a bit long maybe, but bit harsh that, isn't it? Let's try a perk shot for that instead, like a nice dark, like. Let's try that, but pitched down maybe. Wesker's rides are good as well from the Wesker PML pack. That's the one I usually use. What we do, we're just going to pitch it down a bit. And this shaker, let's just put a close hi-hat in, and we'll just chuck something in. Yeah, there we go. So cool, we got that in, so let's just move to a little of this part. We'll ignore that for now. Let's get his melody in there, which was... Right, so we got this da 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 da. So let's just chuck. Didn't I grab that audio? Yeah, let's just grab this, chuck it up here, and then work out what this is now. So let's see. So we're just gonna add wavetable or something in here, and then just chuck in. Just trying to find the notes out on here. So I've got the bloody MIDI here somewhere. Let's see. I'll just chuck the MIDI in, a bit easier than working it out. Always a good thing to ask for the MIDI. It saves you a lot of time rather than just farting about. So what we got here. So let's change this now to, we're just going to add in, we'll just put a diva preset on for now just to get the ball rolling. Let's go to release, I like that. What key are we in? I think we're in A flat, weird key. So we could go to F. I think this will work. No, it doesn't. Okay. I thought that would have gone in, to be honest. Was it F? thought that would have worked. Hang on. Sorry, I'm not that good with scales. Did it? That does sound off, but I thought we would have been fine. Because that's F flat. Oh, hang on, it's just F. That's why. There we go. There we go. Cool, we got this nice little MIDI. We're going to copy that to the start of the track. But we're going to like just put it grey and there, and we're going to chuck in our own now. So fold that, chuck that back down here, and we're just going to duplicate this. Pumping that is, mate. That's quite like sci-fi sounding, isn't it? And then maybe we can drop this down. Sounds nice and high momentum, keeping it going. Do you know what I mean? Loving that. Sounds cool. So we'll just chuck that in here. We'll cause this to be a loop, and then cool. So let's continue this on, and let's continue this on. I'm not sure what I want to do for the drop. The original song has just got a like so in the original, Redemption's not hinted at the main synth, I would say, is that like ba 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 ba. He's gone for the da 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 da. So that's not what we're going to do. We're going to do the opposite, so that there's a bit of contrast between the songs. We'll use the da 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 throughout the rest of the song to still keep in with the theming. So just leave that for now, right? So like, it's cool, isn't it? It sounds like quite futuristic, quite just futuristic, I guess. So let's try and find out what else he's done. Maybe checking the MIDI file. What's this? Drone lead. Yeah, it's not that, is it? There we go. Grab that up here. Gonna chuck this melody in here and now work with that. Just gonna use a placeholder for now, but let's go into racks. Personal Leviathan Cosmic Soul. Let's just do this for now. It doesn't work, so of course it's in the wrong key. Whoops. What do we go in? We went to a minor and then Right, so this is dissonant. So you could have this here, couldn't you? Like. Want that there, but what we want there is we're going to land back, hit on the effect shots once we add those in, which won't be long. This is my favorite part, to be honest. But we're going to just check out what else Redemption has added in this song, just so we can, take as much as we can, because you want to kind of keep the theme in, don't you? That's cool. Nice, got a nice thing going on afterwards. The sidechains reverb. Do you know what? There's no point copy and pasting that. We'll make that ourselves when we do the effects. Let's just check more. I'm not going to use that. I think I can use this maybe in the breakdown. So we'll leave that for later, but we'll just colour it for now. That's cool. I'll do my own one of that. We've got that. There's some weirdness going on there. That's quite cool. Cool. The rest of it, sound effects and stuff. So, okay, we're going to just stick with this for now then. Let's silence these. Let's now make the main, what I would say, the groove loop. So we're just going to go to the outro because I think that's like an important place to have that groove loop when doing this. So we're just going to go... That's cool, right? So let's add the effect shot. I was just speaking to my friend RG the other day about, I've always done these effect shots with, let's say, it's been a long time since I've used toms and stuff in my percussion effect shots, so I'm trying to use them a bit more now because you can get cool sounding stuff. Like that. That sounded fucking sick, to be honest. Just chuck that in first. and then we'll just add another layer for this, and then make them short though, so I kind of need to know where I'm working. So that sounds cool, and then we just basically, what do you got? Duplicate loop. Can you do that on this one, or just check this to 4? Perfect, and we're gonna heavily saturate, heavily distort this to try and like make it pop, but we do need to be careful about the low end, so just going to chuck in an EQ8 in here, and we'll just chuck a saturator. It doesn't really matter. It's not really, you're not going to hear much difference in the like between different saturation modes. So cool. Let's make this one a little bit shorter, so it's like and then Valhalla in here maybe, or maybe we'll just add it on each one, so it's like obviously way too long. Bass off. Low cut, get it off. So like I can imagine like a you know, which is, so that'll be there. So we just add in our saw version on this, so just down to A minor. And then we're going to go into Vital. Can make some ridiculous sounding things in here. So let's just unison. And then now let's just mess around with this. We're going to remove this. Let's see, it's a bit too much on it. I think that sounds quite cool, but I want the delay to be sidechained, I think, because it's getting a bit messy. I think that'll sound cool enough. Let's see, EQ this is going to sound awful, I think, without the EQ. delay, and you can do it, and you can kind of sidechain your own stuff if you just group them, chuck them in basically a chain, and then there's like 2 ways to do it. And just add a compressor in here. Actually, I think there's only one way to do it this way. So you need to make another chain. When that gets added in, it didn't go in. Right, you need to make another chain and call this your dry. Dry, and you go up for your wet, and then we're just going to put this to 100%, and we're going to add this side chain in from this audio effects rack. So we're on 30 vital, so 30 vital, and then you want to go in this effects rack, pre-effects, which is just basically going to apply it before it hits anything in here, and then we'll get like probably want to still add that on afterwards because it's going to cut the delays out from the kick to make it a bit nicer. I can probably just keep it a bit more peaky though. Probably it does sound like a probably don't want as much. There we go. What I'll do, I will duplicate this though, and we're just gonna add just a normal saw underneath it, so it's just it's just a bit more like familiar sounding. So we just initialize this, turn that off, sorry, and then just get rid of this. And then we gotta and then layer in this, it'll sound a bit easier. We can probably take, oh sorry, I was on the wrong one. We could take the lows in here and then take the lows out here. Take the delay off this one because you don't need that. Oh, my shoulder is getting a bit tired in this position. And then we can just put them together, compress them, and then we'll, do some EQing. I just want that initial hit off, really, makeup gain off. Put amp on here, it's amazing on stuff like this. And let's turn the release down, it's a bit long. So that's still a bit loud. Cool. So I've got another sound that I like at the moment that I'm going to just chuck in. It's a bit of a Sam Kitt thing. Obviously, nothing comes up in my racks under Sam Kitt. That's disappointing. Where is it? It's in my new leads. It should be called Flange something, I think. Flange pluck? Yeah, I think this is it. It's made of a lot of things, but basically it's just like square saw wave, really sharp, and then I've just added a lot of things, compression and stuff to make it sound plucky, and then we just add a flange on top of that, and it makes it sound like awesome, to be honest. So back to doing this. I wish there was, if I'm not sure if there's a way, if you know how to set this scale thing to just be automatic. I swear it sometimes works, sometimes doesn't. Like, surely if it's up here, if I like click anywhere, it should, like, why is that not staying the same? But whatever. Right, so we're gonna go here and then just go. Sounds shit now, doesn't it? How does it sound? That sounds awesome, doesn't it? Like. Needs to be louder. This is not the one I don't think I'm using. Well, dude, I'll see. There's another version of this somewhere in here. I think it's this. It might be this. Oh, I think it is exactly the same thing, is it? Damn it. Okay. I remember now. Sorry. You really need to add on a bit of white noise. Having the white noise on there really kind of helps, like, drive it home. So just going to go back here, go into noise, turn it up high, bring that down really sharpish, so you get like a, oh fuck, copy paste that now, go back until we don't delete what we were working on, create chain, chuck the analog in there, do the same thing, so bring that down, and then we're going to listen to this and it'll sound like, it'll sound very like, but we want it sharper than that. We want it like, so maybe a bit brighter. Sorry, this is going through perk effect. That's why it wasn't working properly. Never mind, my bad. Turn that off. That's probably a bit too loud now, isn't it? Yeah. That's what it, that's the badger, mate. Listen to that now, right? So let's beef this up a bit more and then add a drum bus on. Drum bus are really good for impacts and stuff like that. So let's see, drum bus, chuck that in, and then you can just like slap that down, and then we get a I want to try a different sound to this, so. It's weird, isn't it? Because listen to that, it goes like, but with all the music playing, it does sound like it's hitting again, which is good because it's not hitting again. But if it sounds like that, you're obviously saving a bit of headroom maybe, so. So just want to listen, look out for something that's really weird sounding, you know. So a bit too much noise on that. Let's see if we can take that out. So this is why I love Diva. It sounds amazing. Probably one of the best sounding synths out there. Just to get that like analog sound, but the controls on there are so shit. Like noise on or off. Okay, well why can't I like turn the noise up and down? Do you know what I mean? Add it in, take it away. Because obviously it's affecting so much, but it's got to keep it in, and less is more, but whatever. I think it's just too much now, so. Maybe we can add like a little clappy sound in here. So let's see, we'll paint this a different color because it's pretty. Source. Perk effects, it's flange, we'll chuck it in here. Let's just add, let's have a listen. I'm not sure what else to add in there. We keep it simple for now, maybe, and then, you know, maybe try something else. But let's just. So we're just gonna try something high pitch here. Let's try vital. We're gonna put we can do like a sine wave thing. So problem is with sine waves, they're like harsh. They pierce through everything, but they're just a bit harsh, you know. So. But whatever, a bit of reverb on them, but they sound amazing with like listen to this. As soon as you put reverb, and they cut through. There's not like, listen, it'll just. Obviously it like dies down a bit there with the energy, because so what we could do is have this go in still. Obviously you'd have to clean that up, but it keeps that energy, you know. Yeah, that sounds cool. That's keeping it going. So we've got the main lead done. We've got this nice little like, and that'll cut through the club just like a knife through butter, you know. There was a vocal, a sexy vocal in here. Maybe we will use it. I think this is actually Redemption's voice himself. A beautiful angelic voice.
Deeper.
While he's getting back shots, I think. Let's see.
Deeper. Deeper.
So we could add this into our loop to try and like fill something out maybe. I don't know. Let's have a listen. Sorry. Cool. That sounds cool. There's a little trick we yeah, here. It's a cool little trick I got taught not so long ago about basically running a reverb like we did with the delay earlier, but basically putting a multiband on just to separate the mids out, and you get this nice, like, listen now. Keeps it going for a while.
Deeper. Deeper.
I think this needs to have a bit more bite on it. Let's just add a bit more high end to this, I think. With a sine wave, we can add in a little bit of distortion, let's say, and we could probably get a little bit more like. So just even turning that on thickened the sound up a little bit, made it less piercing, but a bit more balanced. Because sometimes I find sine waves they'll distort if you don't distort them beforehand. When things get heavy and you need to apply limiting and stuff, they distort themselves, and then you end up with something that you didn't intend on sounding like that. But if I design it now, hopefully it won't hit the compressor so aggressively, in a sense, because I'm making it quieter while, you know. So here's just a riser that I made for the other track, but it's just here for like you can make it out of anything. All I've done is added an LFO with some things on the level, blah, 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 you know, movement. It's the same old stuff. It's really easy to make risers, so. so we want maybe these two at the start, so we get like a. Doesn't sound clean. So that, I think that needs to land on the this and that. So now we're left here. So we need probably the main melody without the extra notes now. So let's just color code this. Grab that. Main lead. So the main melody's here. We'll just chuck that in there. Sorry, that. Let's add here's a lead I made. Oh shit, don't do that. Save. Just add this in, and then we'll try and get this to sound good. we don't need the kicks by here, so, and then we'll just grab that down. Maybe something like that. That seems very simple, to be honest. Bit too simple. And this sounds more unique, so I'd like to incorporate this in here. So maybe we grab this, chuck that up here as well. So. So what we're going to do, we're going to add an arpeggiator here just on one note, so the or maybe not that, maybe let's just try and figure this out. If we can loop this. So we're going to just take this one away at the same point so that we kind of get this like. And then, can we do some steps on here? So I think we need to duplicate to do this properly. That is some weird random length. Not quite there. I like the breakdown idea, like, you know. I can hear myself every once in a while speak, and I can't fucking tell where it's coming from. What is going on? I can hear that. What is that noise? There's nothing left. Oh, it's that. Now, can you still hear me? Who knows? What? What is that doing there? So we're going to do this as well. We're going to add like this nice little like... Let's see. So we got a nice little like thematic moment there, so we can just add that as another layer. I like the theming of that, so we can just chuck that in the outros and intros maybe. So grab that color, bosh, 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 bosh. Maybe even chuck it over here, you know, so. Don't know what's going on here. Right. Control J, is it? Yeah, crop clip. And then move this across. That's cool. We can add this into like a nice little mini breakdown. Just thematically it works, I think. So just release, increase the release. but you know, it's the first time we're making a song, so. I'm thinking like every other. Problem is, if this is the same as this lead, you're going to get a bit of confliction, so let's like get rid of that. That doesn't really quite work. Not a fan of this area now, but let's keep going. So. Chuck that here, but then chuck this here and just get that. This is kind of needs to be offset a little bit now. Ooh, where is it? So let's say insert time signature there. Yeah, that works. It's just things aren't adding up now because we deleted a bit of the last song. So. Sounds sick, mate. That's awesome. Right, breakdown then. We just get rid of that, loop this in fours. Get rid of that. Control Shift J. Don't need this like a. on here. Have we got a crash rack set up? I haven't. So I just got a crash on here just to sell it. Let's see. Bomb clot. Chuck that here. This is just a white noise generator basically. So, but. It seems weird. Don't know why that sounds very. Let's change the snare on the. Quickly, one. No. That's probably why. Sounds very odd. So this definitely needs to be quieter coming in. That's just a bit much. So. I think that was actually just more of a point of it being wet. So if we... I want to get rid of the attack on this, so it... Put Repro 5 in because get a bit of width. Diva and Repro 1 mono, so. gonna add another. I'm gonna add this to a different layer because it's just too sharp, basically, to kind of listen into that at the same time. So we're gonna go on. Let's do Repro 5 again, something wide, so we can kind of like. That distinction helps a lot. Let's try and remove the bass. Let's see what it sounds like without it. Sounding good. Add the bass back in. Let's put a redux here and just really like, you know, like. So I want to get rid of that again here so we can get the space, and then that again. It's nearly done, guys. It's nearly done. Just obviously need to edit some stuff over here for the first drop. This is pretty much done. This section new. This section here. Where's the drop? There's the drop. Sorry. This section needs a bit of work as well. But what the fuck? Right, that section off. let's put one of those vocals here because they'll maybe there. Repeating the melody here, so it kind of like repeating it, keeps you going, keeps the, you know. So obviously when this is on, we need a limiter on this to kind of like maybe when the bit crusher's on, it's the same. Do you know what I mean? There is just something happening when this comes in. I think it's just too loud, maybe. This just doesn't sound good. What is going on? I bet it's this limiter. I put a limiter on the master just so that you guys aren't like getting peaks and stuff like that. Let's add the redux on here, see what we can get, see if it sounds naughty. So I want that, but maybe like a bit more destroyed. So we maybe need this with the Redux on here, and then like some Echo Boy on top of it, go in also only by in this section, and then it kind of like some crazy sounds going on instead. So that sounds awful, right? Loop this over and over. It'll be a bit dissonant, but it'll sound good with this, I think. That is a bit too high, isn't it? If we do this and just knock this all down. That may be something we can do. Sounding great for one session as well. I'm probably going to wrap up in a minute soon. How long has this been going for? Can't even tell. Started at 2 o'clock, was it? Okay, hour and a half. That seems all right. Yeah, so I'll give it a run through of the track and we'll have a listen. And then I'll probably finish it up tomorrow and then done. Definitely some mix down things I need to clean up, but yeah, so that was too much at once, you know, so So you notice there's just too much going on again at this point, so probably not the time to do that. Maybe there. Too much again there. This needs to be beefed up, this part, you know? This part, not great. I want a bit of a bam, 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 bam. The snares. Sound better that way around. That sounds good, guys. For an hour and a half, doing all of that is pretty awesome. Obviously, like I had the my old track, which I based this off, but it doesn't sound anything like that track, to be honest. So pretty happy with that. I will, yeah, good session, to be honest, guys. Hope you enjoyed. Hope you've learned some stuff. Hope you like the track. just give us a shout if you want to see more of this. Obviously, like, it takes a bit more time for me to produce like this than it would normally. I probably could have done the same in, like, I don't know, maybe not too much faster this time because it was such a good session, but the times where you're stuck on melodies and stuff like that. But luckily with the remix you can just bash it out. But yeah, let me know your thoughts. I hope you've had a good one, and until next time, leave me a comment, engage. It's been a pleasure. Sam Kitt is signing off.